All right, if you're in the wedding business, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That pre-wedding scramble. It's that controlled chaos, right? But what if you could just get rid of the chaos part? Well, today, we're diving into how centralizing all your information can bring some serious calm and clarity to even the most complicated events.
Does this feel a little too real? You know the drill. The constant phone calls, the never-ending email chains, all just to hunt down a final guest count from the couple, a timeline from the photographer, or an updated seating chart from your own team. It is absolutely exhausting, and it's a huge drain on your time and energy.
So, who's the real villain in this whole story? Believe it or not, it's not the demanding couple or that last-minute supplier. The true root cause of all this stress is fragmented information. All those critical details are scattered across a dozen different places. And the result? Just pure chaos.
Okay, so let's really break down this daily chase. Let's look at just how damaging it really is to your whole operation.
Just look at this contrast. On the left, that's the chaotic reality for so many venues, right? Conflicting spreadsheets where you don't know which one is the right one, constant WhatsApp messages pinging from suppliers, endless email chains. But on the right, that's the dream. One single source of truth for everything and everyone.
And you know, the consequences of this chaos, they aren't minor things. We're talking about real mistakes on the wedding day, like serving the wrong meal to a guest with a severe allergy. We're talking about miscommunication that leads to vendors showing up at the wrong time. Important details just fall through the cracks, and honestly, stress levels go through the roof for absolutely everyone involved.
But it really doesn't have to be this way. Let's shift gears and talk about the solution, the incredible power of bringing everything together into one single system.
So what do we actually mean by centralization? Well, it's pretty simple. It's the act of getting all that scattered info, every guest list, every timeline, every dietary need, into one single place. A system that's accessible in real time to everyone who needs it, from the couple to your chef to the DJ. So how do you actually build a system like this?
All right, this is where we get practical. I'm going to walk you through a clear 5-step blueprint to make this happen at your venue. This isn't just theory, okay? This is an actual, actionable plan you can start thinking about today.
Here it is. This is our roadmap. It all starts with consolidating your data. From there, we'll make sure the right people have the right access. Then, we'll streamline communication, automate all those annoying notifications, and finally, use some really cool visual tools to bring it all to life.
Let's start with the absolute foundation, consolidation. The very first step is to create a central hub where every single piece of wedding data can live. This is what finally ends that huge problem of having multiple conflicting versions of the truth floating around. And what are we talking about consolidating here? Literally everything. The complete guest list with all the RSVPs, the final seating chart, every single dietary requirement and allergy, all your supplier contact info and their schedules, and, of course, the minute-by-minute timeline for the big day. All of it. Now, having all your data in one place is great, but it's totally useless if no one can get to it. But accessibility doesn't mean it's a free-for-all. It's about giving your staff, your suppliers, and even the couple role-specific access, so they see exactly what they need to see and nothing they don't, all updated in real time. Step 3 is all about your suppliers, and trust me, this is a total game changer. Instead of playing that frustrating game of telephone, you give vendors direct access to the master timeline. The result? Everyone is working from the exact same playbook, which drastically cuts down on that last-minute confusion and conflict.
Just think for a second about how much time you spend confirming things. Step 4 is where technology starts doing the chasing for you. When a detail changes, like a last-minute guest cancellation, the system can instantly notify everyone who needs to know. No more hunting people down with phone calls and texts.
And that brings us to our final and maybe my favorite step, visualization. Because modern systems can do something really powerful. They use visual tools to turn complex information into super easily digestible data. It's all about seeing the plan, not just reading some long list.
So what does that actually look like? Well, imagine an interactive floor plan where your team can see the entire seating chart at a glance. Picture color-coded markers for guests with allergies, which helps prevent really dangerous mistakes. Or a visual timeline that keeps everyone, from the kitchen staff to the coordinator, perfectly in sync all day long.
So when you put all of these steps together, what do you get? You get this powerful transformation. You move your entire operation from a state of constant, reactive chaos to one of proactive, intentional clarity. And the payoff here is huge. Your staff's admin workload just plummets. You see way fewer mistakes on the actual wedding day. Your communication becomes seamless, which boosts your venue's professionalism in the eyes of your clients. And best of all, you and your team get more time back to focus on what really matters, creating absolutely incredible experiences for the guests.
Now look, implementing a new system like this is a massive step forward, but it can be really easy to fall back into old habits. So before we wrap up, let's just quickly look at a few common pitfalls you definitely want to avoid.
First off, you have to commit to the new system. That means no more side spreadsheets or just this once email threads. Second, protect your data. Not everyone needs the keys to the whole kingdom, so use those roles-specific permissions. Third, get it in writing. Don't rely on verbal updates that can get lost in translation. And finally, learn from your mistakes. If an error keeps popping up, use the system to find the root cause and fix it for good.
So if there is just one thing you take away from all of this today, let it be this. Centralizing your wedding information is how you finally turn that unpredictable chaos into manageable clarity.
Because ultimately, that's what this is all about. When you have operational clarity before the wedding day even begins, you are laying the foundation for what every couple wants and what every great venue delivers, a truly seamless, professional, and unforgettable event.